Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Just catching up on a tradition that we have. We got a new book this year, but every time we've gone up to the cabin, it's been a lifelong tradition to keep a book where whenever we go hunting, fishing, or have loved ones come over, we just kind of make note of what we did that week inside the notebook. So it was pretty cool. I was catching up on the black powder hunt that we did when I went hunting with my brother. And it's pretty cold out. I think it's about 17 degrees outside. But we're at 76 degrees inside the cabin. I have just barely a little bit of a fire going inside there, inside the wood burning stove. So this week what I'd like to do is there's a couple of chores that I got to get wrapped up. I want to go ahead and quick put some supports in on the wood bracket that I have the solar panels mounted on, because we're expected to get some heavy snow here pretty quick, and I kind of made do with the lumber that I had when I assembled that thing, and I know that I need some supports on there, so that's going to be the first chore that we're going to do. And then just wanted to wish you all a Merry Christmas. And, you know, this is actually, I'm recording the week before Christmas, but I'm going to do the winter preparations here so that when Christmas comes around, the family and I can just enjoy the cabin. And they're all busy at home wrapping up loose ends. And I figured I'd just sneak up here and spend a little bit of alone time at the cabin. I'm going to go into the woods and harvest a little bit of chaga. One of our viewers, he's been following the channel for a long time, emailed me, and we've been having a nice conversation back and forth through emails, and I volunteered to give him some chaga because he showed some interest in it. And it's pretty cool. Coincidentally, his regular home is pretty close to my regular home, so when I leave the cabin, I can make arrangements to drop that chaga off. And you know what I'm going to do? If you guys know anything about chaga, I'm going to insert a picture of the chaga that I harvested this morning. Let me know what you think. If that stuff is good, if it's usable. Chaga's kind of a new thing to me. I haven't drank chaga before, and I'm not sure what to be looking for when you harvest it. So if any of you know anything about it, if you could leave a comment in the comment section, that would be great. And then I want to do a little surprise thing at the end of the video for the cabin. I think it'll be a sweet little touch to add on to the cabin. So stay tuned and check out this week's video. And like I said earlier, hope you guys are enjoying this Christmas season and that you have a great new year as well. So All right, thanks for joining us. I guess I better get off my lazy butt. Let's go outside and start doing some of these things. In today's project, with us reinforcing the solar frame, I went ahead, measured that out, and the boards that come straight from the lumber mill are only like 1/8 of an inch off. So I think I did a pretty good job when I was just kind of winging putting that frame together. Somebody asked me once why I was always using Milwaukee tools, if I was sponsored by them, and no, I'm not sponsored by Milwaukee at all. The only reason why I use Milwaukee tools is, well, I shouldn't say the only reason. They do make good tools, but one of the big reasons why I use Milwaukee tools is years ago, they were generous enough to let me do product testing for them, and I actually made a couple commercials for them, and I really had a good rapport with them, and I loved their product. They really put out some good tools. All right, we got that 1/8 of an inch off. It's just that easy. Let's go ahead and I'll quick grab another board. We'll cut the other board and we'll put these things on the frame and get some support added to that. Winter's coming fast, and I have got a bunch of uncompleted chores that we got to do before the snow starts coming in. Let me get you in the screen here. We already have a dusting of snow that came in, and if you guys remember back when I put this solar setup in early in the spring, I talked about a few modifications I'd have to do, and that's what we're going to do today. Let me show you what we're working on. My plan is I'm going to go ahead. I could have very easily went ahead and stuck some nails through here, but nails I don't think would have any structural integrity to them, so we're going to screw everything. And then I got some decking screws that are weatherproof that aren't going to rust. There goes the axe. And I think screws will be the best alternative here, because nails are subject to backing out. These screws, I'm just gonna temporarily snug them into place here, and we'll quick do the other side, and I'll show you how much this board has already dropped. And you know, like I said, this has only been in for like a half a year. Let's go over and take a look at the other side, and I'll show you what I mean about that 2x4 has no structural value to it. So if you look at this board, see this gap that's right in here? That whole thing has already bowed. So what I did is I anchored that other side high, and then what I'll do is I'll jack this board up in the center, and then I'll anchor this side, leaving that perfectly level then. You know, we'll jack that baby up and set a couple screws in here, and we'll set another screw in on the bottom there. Okay, so both of those 2x6 support beams are in. We are ready for the snow load. While working on the solar, I couldn't help but to notice this little tree. This is going to be our next project. All right, we found a new little home for him. I went ahead and put some of those solar lights on here. Hopefully this will be a sweet surprise for the family. I'd like to bring them up for Christmas this year, and kind of a special Christmas. This will be the first one I don't have my dad with me, so I'd like to do something special for the rest of the family. Check it out. There's a little mini solar panel, and I got these little lights already strung on it. Hopefully we got enough daylight to give her a little bit of a charge. Hang in there. I'll show you what it looks like here in a minute. From our home to yours, may you have a Merry Christmas and a blessed New Year's. Thank you so much for this year's support, guys. Merry Christmas.